We often like to think that business is going to be easy, that when it's successful, that when it works, when we have the right team, it's going to be easy. It's all just going to work. The truth, business is friggin' hard. Now, it's not necessarily the business itself though, but more the people. Now let me pre-frame this though, because people are also the greatest part about business. Their passion, their enthusiasm, their excitement, their energy, being able to work with people you like to spend the most amount of time with each and every day, that is incredible. But we are still human. Now, business itself can be hard too, if you're not making enough sales, if you have broken systems, if you have too much work to do in a day and not enough time to do it in. Those are challenges. But those are challenges within the business, but it's how they affect the people that makes the biggest difference. See, I just had a team meeting. I have several team meetings and I'm on about a dozen different teams for different reasons. And I definitely will not name names. But I was on a meeting and one of our team members was very stressed, very flustered. Because this individual just couldn't get responses. They send emails, they will follow up, and nothing. Have you ever experienced it where you send an email and you get no response? Days on end. And even worse, they're sending you an email, asking you questions, expecting answers from you immediately, but you getting an answer from them, well, it might happen in a day or two or five. It's just cause you just want to pull your hair out. And I get it. I understand it. And this challenge that we had in this meeting is the team member was just stressed and taking everything very personal. It's disrespectful, they're not respecting my time, they're not respecting my energy, etc., etc., etc. And I get it. The biggest challenge we often face is the fact that we need to be able to control our own energy. Because if our energy goes up, maybe you've experienced this before, or maybe it's just me. But when my energy goes up, when it goes through the roof and I get angry or I get frustrated, when I respond, I might respond sharper than I normally would have if I was calm. I may say something I didn't quite mean, or worse, I know what I'm trying to say or what I mean, but how it comes across isn't quite how I portrayed myself. Anybody ever experienced that? Ever say something and then someone take it as an insult or a direct attack? And you're like, wait a minute, how did that happen? I'm so sorry, that's not what I meant. But when you're angry or when you're frustrated, it's, forget it. I don't care if I piss them off. And so the stress what I just went through was trying to help a team member just get calm, because often, no matter what happens to us, someone not responding to our emails or someone being disrespectful, or we take it as disrespectful, often is mostly up here. I'm not saying that you're wrong. The old adage, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? There's a lot of truth to that. And in this case, the individual was right on. They were fully justified in everything they were saying, completely 100%. But is that going to allow them to get the results they want? If you don't respond to my email and I get frustrated and I send you a harsh email, are you likely to respond, or did it just create another confrontation? Right? If you are pissing me off and I come across and I'm angry and you don't even know you're pissing me off and all of a sudden I've just got attitude towards you, what kind of response are you going to give me next time? How are you going to feel, especially if you don't even realize what you've done to trigger me or to set me off in the first place? That's the worst part, that whole communication thing. So if I was to give a piece of advice, and I'm hoping my team member heard it, it's just breathe. It's not personal. It's not the end of the world. No matter what happens, there is always a solution. Actually, the analogy I gave is that the lessons we learn in business, a lot of times, are like playing Mario Kart. Right? Yeah, you guys have all played Mario or Mario Kart, different games. If you were stuck on one level, you keep going through and you keep getting stuck by Bowser, the bad guy at the end. Right? And you keep going, you can't beat it, you get frustrated, and eventually just throw your controller. Or you stop playing the game, do you quit? Business is the same way. If something is frustrating you, if it's another team member, if it's an activity, if it's a broken system, if it's not making sales, if you get frustrated when you're facing Bowser, are you gonna be better or worse at beating that shelled guy at the end of the game, right? Probably worse. But if you calm yourself down, you start looking at things logically, seeing what's really happening and understanding what's going on the other end. Like for example, that routine in this Mario example, that he shoots 3 fireballs jumps and lands, and that's the part that takes you out of the game every single time, then maybe you can dodge the 3 fireballs, and when he lands, you jump. Try something new. Try it from a different approach. Analyze the situation. Understand the other person's perspective. If you can understand it, then you can change how you respond to it. And if you change how you respond to it, the only thing which you do have full control over is how you respond, then you can help influence the change in the outcome. And if you can stay in that heat long enough, and you follow it through, eventually you're going to beat the level, move on to the next one, and face the next day's challenge. But at least that way, it's a new challenge altogether. So that's my rant for the day. Thank you for listening. I do hope you got something out of this. If you'd like to hear more videos, more insight, more tips just like this, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, or be sure to follow us on the page up above, depending on which channel you're on. We'll be on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So find us on all 4. We'll make sure to share valuable content in every platform. Thank you so much for your time. I'll see you soon. And be sure to comment down below.